Let's talk a bit about Rentrak's cross-platform initiatives.
We're starting with our on-demand service. As I mentioned before, we have great market share in literally census level data on the on-demand side of the business. And so we've started with providing a dashboard as part of on-demand so that clients of ours who work with us on on-demand have the opportunity to feed in other data sources to give them an idea of where the transactions are coming from. Some of the challenges that we're wrestling with is when you think about online, do you think about online as something that's delivered IP, meaning it's delivered on my computer, it's also delivered potentially on my iPad, it could be delivered, you could think of mobile phones even as an IP delivered solution. What we're learning from our clients is that they want to understand what viewing is happening inside the home, what viewing is happening in other places. And so what we're trying to do today is where we can flag a portable device versus a computer, we do that and we try to provide as many analytics as we can. Most generally, we're getting either TV usage on the television screen, we're getting online usage, which would include portable devices, and then we're also getting mobile devices separately. And today we can roll those up and take a look at the percent of transactions that come from each one of those areas on a title basis.
Addressable advertising metrics, I guess it's more custom metrics.
Today we see it as being more custom, client by client and partner by partner, depending on what they're doing. In some cases, we're serving just as a verification partner for our clients, where they give us the information. We apply our standard editing rules like TV on and off and certain edit rules that we have, so that the agencies and advertisers have much more confidence in a third party who is vetting the data versus getting the data directly from whoever's serving the data. And to date, that has been our role in terms of addressable advertising, or on a very customized basis, working with either our operator partners or an agency or advertiser on a specific project. But to date, we haven't done anything that's can be shared or sold across the universe.
Do you see that changing? Do you see perhaps in a couple of years that there might be some standardized metrics?
I think so, because I think we'll see partners that will amass, just as we're seeing, for example, I grew up in the days of interconnects in cable, and they went totally away. And now we're seeing interconnects coming back, where satellite operators, cable operators, and telco operators are forming cooperatives around to amass audiences and be able to sell in specific markets on the local level as well as the national level. I think we'll see that same thing happen in addressability as the technology is rolled out more universally, and then I think we'll be able, as the measurement company, to be able to provide more common metrics and a wider view of the industry at large and the performance of the industry at large.
The issue of privacy, how does Rentrak address it?
Well, of course, we've been in the data business for 30 years, so we have run up against the need to make sure that everything that we do internally in our systems is very well privacy compliant and protected, and we continue to do that. Even with the type of addressability that we're talking about and the capability of targeting mass audiences, it's really taking a concept of direct mail, which has been around for as long as any of us have been around, the opportunity to then be able to take that powerful targeting mechanism in a privacy compliant way, blind matched by a third party, for example, where all Rentrak sees is a unique advertising ID. That allows us to be able to present this information to target households without ever seeing a name or an address of an individual in a very effective way.